And welcome back. What were you doing?
Fuck. Secret mission?
I think we were getting something from the sewers, so now we are done with the sewers.
I guess.
Yep, seems like it. We're out of the sewers. Where do we want to go? We got like 4 places we can go right now.
Uh,
We got
what are our
the hip.
options?
Okay, we got the hip hippo. We got the workshop. We got the precursor statue for a new power up, and we got some kind of island place we can go to.
Let's get the new power up.
Okay. So we can just get it off our map marker.
Yeah. How's your week been?
My week has been fine.
That's good.
I see you've been getting back into Minecraft again.
Yes, I actually was streaming on Twitch earlier today.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, I got my own Minecraft server to play with me, Biddy, and Chakvi. I figured out how to have multiple worlds on the same server. Not at the same time, just in general. I swapped the server from our casual world to our stream world whenever it's time to stream, but we have a casual world going on where we're doing Project Sacrifice.
I'll say this. I don't like that there's only one way in and one way out of most of these areas.
Uh,
I
Not
get
as good of a map as Beyond Good and Evil.
it's kind of an issue where it's like everything is very very tightly compacted, and there's only like, you want to get to this district, you got to go this way. You can't go this way. It has to be this way. And I
Oh,
get
yeah.
it's for loading zones.
Always feared you, angry one. Even now, the Metalhead leader realizes you can destroy him and save the last chance for our race. You now have control of another dark power.
Thank you, Megatron.
I can go Beyblade.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I just
Oh,
realized
right.
what mission is available currently.
Is it a good one or a bad one?
Ha 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 ha! Wouldn't you like to know?
Considering the response, I'm assuming bad.
Oh, if it's the one I think it is, it's infamous.
Oh, no, it's that part of the game.
Yes, let's see if I can get it in one go.
Every game has a that part.
Is it where I think it is? It is. It's this one. Oh.
Yoda?
No, that's Brooder.
He sounds a lot like Yoda now. Oh, it's like House of the Dead. Do they instant die if they fall in water?
Shit! Fuck.
Oh, the water's instant death for you, basically.
Pretty much. So basically what they expect you to do is you're supposed to work your way slowly through all of them. But that doesn't really work because they chew through your long-range ammo real fast.
I guess that makes sense.
And navigating this area is a pain. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to take a left here. Fuck. Yeah, and they respawn forever. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go the method everybody does.
Just Get the fuck out.
No, you book it. You rely on your sick ass board skills. Okay, which goes about as well as that if you bump into somebody.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so ammo's a bit. They eat ammo. So
Just like Clark Kent. You know that one, right? The one where, oh god, who was it? I don't. Some assassin from Gotham. It wasn't Deathstroke. It was just like a low rank, like just a mook, basically. Was hired to kill Clark Kent, and so tried to snipe him while he was like eating soup, and naturally the bullet just glanced, or just like had no effect on Clark, fell in his soup, and then Clark ate it to hide it from Lois.
amazing.
And so the assassin was like, okay, I'm out. Just fucking left. Like, what the fuck do you do if the person literally eats the bullet?
So I'm trying to go through this like the way the developers intended, which is basically just like pump and shoot. But that is, as you can see, only semi-effective.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. Because they spawn indefinitely behind you, which is part of the problem.
Uh,
And if you fall off, boom. They really thought of everything for this mission to make it a hellscape. Which is why we're doing it first.
yeah. That way we can start off on a low point, end on a high point. Can you imagine if this was the last thing we did in this
Fuck,
episode?
fuck. Oh, that guy didn't even touch me. See, that's bullshit. The fact that those things have like the guns on them, so you have to stay away.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. So talking about like anything on your mind.
Go ahead and list a game, and I'll tell you the that part of that game if I've played it.
Any Zelda game.
Oh god, the Fire Temple for Ocarina. I know a lot of people are like, oh, the Water Temple, but the Water
Shit.
Temple's really not that bad as long as you don't overthink it. There's really only 2 keys in the Water Temple that people tend to miss, but
Fuck. I almost there. Almost
Deal.
there. I can do it. I can do it. Fuck.
yeah.
Those citizens kept getting in my way. Like, I bumped off like 10 people, and they were like, oh, I'm a civilian, I'm so fat. I take up like a massive ass hitbox.
Yeah.
Oh, don't
The,
bump into me, Jack. You'll fly away in every opposite direction, but the one you want to go.
Yeah. With the Water Temple in Ocarina,
Oh, fuck.
there's really only 2 keys that you miss, but you'll only ever miss them the first time, because every time after you'll definitely remember.
There's probably somebody out there who's like, yeah, the way to do this is, but I don't care. I'm not looking up, like, pro Jack 2 strats. I don't... I
Oh,
don't-
no. The trick is to start at the bottom, go clockwise, and work your way up. The only thing you really need to remember is the key under the floating platform in the central column, and the key and the door of time, or the block of time behind the long shot chest. Because those are the two keys that most people tend to miss, because in the original they're not really that well telegraphed. But in the 3DS version, they like have cutscenes to bring attention to it.
Touch water and you die.
That's why I think the Fire Temple is that part of Ocarina. I just hate the Fire Temple so much.
Fair enough.
Let's see.
Oh, fuck.
For Breath of the Wild, I'd say it's any of the Divine Beasts.
Yeah, those are kind of a slog.
Yeah, Tears of the Kingdom was a massive improvement on dungeon and boss design.
Come on. In the sequel, they give you the ability to like hit people with your hoverboard and send them flying, and I really...
Probably because of this.
Oh yeah.
Probably because of all the complaints they got about this.
This is like the optimal strategy, I'm gonna be honest. There's probably some other that somebody's like, oh, but if you do like the hoverboard flip.
Yeah.
Fuck.
In
Yeah, it's the turns and the citizens mostly.
yeah.
If you try to go
The,
through it like the way the devs intended, it's a pain because it's just endlessly spawning ads. Fuck. You saw that.
Yeah. Let's see. What other Zelda games have that part? In Twilight Princess, I'd say it's definitely the Tears of Light.
Fair enough.
I don't know, when you give me an entire, like, series rather than specific games, it's harder for me to...
How about
really...
this? What's that part in Pokemon, Scarlet and Violet?
Oh, anything involving Arven.
Fair enough.
Actually, Arven's quest or any interaction with Nimona.
I just gave up on skill. I just started punching. The fact that worked is actually quite annoying, I'm gonna be honest.
Optimal strategy.
Literally just start punching everybody in my way. Let's do the island so we can do like the stuff for Kira later. I mean, the mysterious mechanic who we don't know who she is yet. Ooh.
Oh god, you heard about what Disney did on
Disney does a lot of stuff. You got to be more specific.
on like Twitter or Blue Sky? I don't fucking know.
Oh, they posted they were roommates, but with the Pines twins.
They accidentally posted incest memes because they didn't realize what OMG they were roommates refers to. They posted one with Phineas and Ferb and the other with Dipper and Mabel. Because they did it twice. So.
Well, at least with Phineas and Ferb, they're only half brothers.
I thought they were stepbrothers.
They're stepbrothers, right?
Yeah. Since they're not related, it'll be okay.
Never a thing anybody ever said unless you're really into that specific genre of anime.
Yeah, no. Whenever I say I'm quoting Friendship is Witchcraft, where the whole point was that it was still pretty creepy.
Honestly, the
Yeah,
whole anime trope where it's like, actually, the little sister is adopted is still very creepy.
Absolutely.
I think by now a lot of people have picked up on how creepy it is. So if it is used, it's usually used to like highlight how creepy it is.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna be doing this mission now. It's another one of those.
You know what was on the topic of animes with incest. You know what, when like I read in like middle school, hadn't thought about until just now and am realizing was kind of fucked up. Fruits Basket.
Never seen it, but I've heard that word tossed around a lot.
So it's about a family who is cursed. They turn into zodiac animal. Like they turn into zodiac animals when they get really exhausted or when they are hugged by someone of the opposite sex. However, and naturally it makes having relationships difficult. That is one of the main conflicts of the series is the main character wanting to have a relationship with one of the members of the family. Anywho, the thing is, the gross part is, it doesn't work if it's between cursed people. So a girl who's cursed hugging a guy who's cursed will not cause either of them to turn into the animal. And on top of that, there is one character who is very specifically, like fucking yandere towards another character who is, since they're part of the same family, her cousin.
Please be health, please be health, please be health. Fuck.
I believe in you.
I mean, I can pull it off, obviously. It's just a pain.
But can you put it on?
Okay, health is in here. Fucker.
Lock and low, let it go, the loathsome sideshow is coming on down the town. Barker in
Damn
your
it.
head, it's a battle lamb jam, we'll be tearing it up all around.
Where'd that
Fire
come
in the
from?
hole, it's a breezy stroll, we'll have tea in hell today. When the blood red dogs come and do our job and send you on your way.
Is this from that, like, musical about the, robot people who want to die?
It's from the sequel. About the revolution that happens afterwards.
Oh, fucking hell.
It's a really good opera.
I really hate when this game just summons, like, a bunch of ads. Because it's very clear Naughty Dog developers kind of had no idea, like, how much damage enemies should do.
Oh yeah, there's no, like, balancing.
Yeah, so you just do a ton of damage at random.
I think that it's time that we recognize that Naughty Dog doesn't actually put out necessarily hit after hit. The joke being that it has been like almost a decade since the last time Naughty Dog put out something good that wasn't a remake.
People will argue with you on The Last of Us Part 2. I think
Let them argue. I'm not gonna say that Last of Us is bad. It's just not a good game. It's a fantastic movie. It's a fantastic cinematic experience. It's a fantastic, show. The show is great.
I was right there.
But
I was
as
right
a-
there.
Yeah, as a game, it's really not. It does not hold up that well as a game.
I played the first one, and while the gameplay is good, there's a lot more what I would call, like, that was bullshit deaths than I think they probably wanted or intended.
I think a big part of my opinion of Last of Us is colored by the fact that it was what really pushed them to start. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know it started with Uncharted, but the massive success of Last of Us made them like double, triple, and quadruple down on their like movie games. I don't mean movie tie-ins. I mean games that play like they're a movie. And you know, there's absolutely fatigue with that kind of game.
I enjoyed God of War, but like that's very specific tastes.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed watching. Like, I enjoy watching the cutscenes of God of War. But if I actually had the controller in my hand, I would probably be thinking I would rather be playing God of War 3.
Fair enough. I could not figure out how to get to the upper floors again.
And the problem with Sony games is compounded by the fact that they're spending so much money on these games that want to be movies that, like, you heard what one of the former heads of Sony stated, right?
Oh yeah.
That the consumers need to buy all the remakes and remasters, or else Sony won't be making any profit. It's like, the solution is to spend less on developing your games, you know? Don't have forced goddamn ray tracing. Don't have, don't do, like, super hyper 4K, every hair follicle, every pore is rendered. Like, nobody actually cares about that shit.
Oh fuck. You! I got shot out of the goddamn sky by a goddamn fucking grenade launcher.
Now this is gonna piss some people off, but I think video game graphics in terms of what looks realistic peaked with Fallout 3. Because I don't mean to say that everything looks like Fallout 3, but what I mean to say is that the jump from, you know, the last game Bethesda had put out was Oblivion, I believe. But the jump from, like, the kind of graphics Oblivion had to Fallout 3's graphics were so drastic. And nothing... Like, it's the diminishing returns thing. You know? The one that you bring up anytime we talk about graphics. Like, the plateau happened with Fallout 3.
I'd say with Metal Gear Solid 4, probably.
Maybe. But definitely in, like, the late 2000s, early 2010s. Like, that is when it started to plateau. And now every, like, realistic game looks the same to me. Like, I saw a screenshot of GTA 5 with and without ray tracing, and the only... all it did was, like, just added bloom. And it's like, is that really...
GTA 5 is a game from, like...
I know.
The PS3
I know.
generation.
I know, but this was, like, their latest... This was, like, whatever their latest shit is. That looks like an acorn.
I bet, yeah.
It was more about showing off what ray
fucker.
tracing. Oh, that's amazing.
Please tell me. Okay, good news.
It's gone.
It's over.
It was more to show off, like, ray tracing itself, and, like, all of the comments, mine included, were like, okay, but that's not really enough of, like, a difference to warrant, you know, the massive tanking in frame rate, the amount of money that goes into games that have native ray tracing. Because, you know, you heard about Assassin's Creed Shadows, right?
Oh yeah, it's got like it has to use
mandatory ray
VM.
tracing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so that's got a lot of people pissed off, myself included. I fucking hate ray tracing. It's just a buzzword to me. It's the same as it's the same kind of marketing gimmick as like, oh, we render every hair follicle and pore, every sweat bead.
Are you
Like, it's,
familiar with Mirror's Edge?
of course I am.
So, in order to
It,
make Mirror's Edge look as good as they did, the shadows are baked into the textures.
mm-hmm.
What they did, and this is actually super cool, is they rendered the environments on like high-end supercomputers, and then they meticulously copied them into textures, and the shadows are hard baked into the environment.
Yeah.
And it looks beautiful. And it's beautiful as fuck, and it's an amazing game.
And it runs so fucking well.
And it looks good to this day. Do not
Absolutely.
let anybody tell you Mirror's Edge does not hold up.
Yeah, no, it's also got stylized graphics, which certainly help its, its aging. And that's another thing. Like, realistic graphics, they don't age well. They either look kind of bad. Well, actually, they don't look kind of bad anymore, but they don't look any different from what else is. I mean, I guess they're ageless in the sense that all of them look the same, even like 10 years later. But that's not for a good reason. However, things that are stylized, they age like a fine wine. Because, you're either A, not able to spot the discrepancies in what it's supposed to look like, or if it's, bad hyper realistic look, or if it's good. It's not like, oh, this looks just like every other thing that came out.
Yeah.
If you send me a screenshot of Last of Us, and if you send me a screenshot of a building in Last of Us, or Red Dead or Uncharted, I would not be able to tell which is which.
I'm waiting for you to finish so I can do it.
Oh,
Then we can resume.
Okay.
So there I was, toe-to-toe with 5 of the nastiest metalheads you ever saw. Slime oozing from monstrous jaws. Teeth sharper than daggers. Slowly, all 10 of them surround me. But do I surrender? No! I summon my highly trained killer instincts and pounce! And when the dust cleared, there were 20 less metalheads in the world.
Oh, Daxter, you're amazing.
Yeah, I know. Scratch me there.
Quite a story there.
That's actually kind of cute.
I guess you're just the animal
Yeah.
I need for another dangerous gig. Combat metalheads have now been spotted right here in Haven Forest. These new bad boys have special camouflage, so they're tough to spot. But I'm sure with your killer instincts, you'll manage. Go to the forest and take them all out.
Oh, he's just fucking with Daxter. He does not believe Daxter.
Canonically, Daxter actually has killed 20 metalheads.
Well, I know, but he doesn't know that. And the way Daxter describes it is, he's absolutely fucking with Daxter.
Okay, we got mission options. We got the one in the mountains, we got the power grid, and we got the race. I want to do the race. Let's do the race.
Oh yeah, let's race.
I've got suspicious activity in this sector.
Okay, so graphics. I sent you screenshots from Spider-Man on the PS4 compared to the PS5,
yeah.
where they changed his face.
Yeah, they made him less Andrew Garfield and more Tom Holland, and also got rid of the ruffles in his lab coat. And, they made him look like maybe 17 or 18, even though he's supposed to be in his, 30s?
Yes, He's about 30s in the Spider-Man PS4. Yeah. It's really a jarring look, and when I got like the PS4, the guy at the GameStop who was selling it to me was like, "Oh yeah, get Spider-Man. He has the better looking face in that one." Because like everybody knows the PS5 Spider-Man design looks awful. It looks better in the sequels where they like actually, you know, rig it right. But like initially really ugly. They de-stylized him for ray tracing.
Yeah, God, ray tracing is a plague. I think that the AAA market needs to have a fucking collapse. Because, you know, just the AAA. Because I don't think the indie scene is at any risk of collapse since, you know, typically indie devs actually give a shit about what their
The indie scene might implode soon, actually. That's been a thing of discussion.
Really?
Mostly because, while indie games are good, it's only about, like, 2 or 3 that drip to the top of the pile every year. And most of the others never see returns.
We destroyed Chris Cargo.
Great. I'll send you a medal. Now, if you don't mind, I'm on a deadline, so
Are
scram.
you always this difficult?
Let me handle this, Jack. Listen, lady, we beat your stupid course, and we can outrace anybody in this city.
Wait, that voice.
Now, there's just 2 things you need to know. 1, we don't want to join your stinking race team. And 2, you just lost a date with Orange Lightning. Let's go, Jack.
Daxter, it is you!
Mira!
Oh, I never thought I'd be so glad to see your furry mug. And Jack,
You know what that voice reminds me of?
different.
I believe it's Tara Strong,
The
actually,
Baron
but you can
hooked up
always
boys
check.
here full of dark eco.
Oh, it probably is. I was gonna say it reminds me of Styx the Badger, just because of the slight gravelly.
I've been looking for you guys
You should
forever.
probably look it up. I
And
think...
planning a way to get us back home. Somehow that rift
Okay,
got
I'm
started
pretty
because
sure the first
I
2 games have
calculated the time
a
difference.
different
You
actress,
found
and they
that
bring in Tara Strong for the
Well,
3rd game.
Sort of.
Working with the underground, fighting the
And
Baron.
then in the
But he's
4th
in
game, it's
black.
back to a
You
different
need to go see
actress.
him. And I need to get to the Baron.
You could try
Anna Garduno.
Okay.
The winner of that
Anna
contest
Garduno.
always gets to meet the
Okay.
Baron in the palace.
Let's see, what is she
You'll
in?
have to qualify by winning
I don't
the
think
lower class
much.
races. There's a
I
class
could
3
be
race
wrong.
starting soon.
I mean, I'm
You
looking
can
up
try for my team. But Jack,
lots of
what
Digimon.
about getting out of
Oh.
here? I don't
Who
like
is
this
she?
place. And some of the people
Jack, my boy. I know
Uh,
that Rurikyu family.
Palmon.
Oh,
A special client has requested it.
Sorry about that, crew. I must have forgotten.
Oh, she was Coco
oh.
in Crash Bandicoot.
Makes sense. They would have kept some of the voice actors.
Attention all citizens. The Class 3 race is about to begin.
Yeah, I can definitely believe they would keep some of the voice actors from Crash Bandicoot to the new game.
Yeah. I mean, the talent is right there.
True. Alright, we're doing the race.
Hell yeah.
By the way, I love... Look at them. They're all 2D sprites.
I love it when it's, Oh, I'm surprised that they have more than 2 frames.
Look at
That's
that
like,
one
what,
going
4 frames?
absolutely ballistic while the one next to her is at a regular speed.
I do love that they're at different frame rates. Oh, look at that one that's going like 2 frames a second.
I love the guy in the background who looks like he's... It's a me, Mario! Look at me! Oh, my arms, they're a spasming.
Oh yeah, they're very hairy.
I have a loss of control of my arms! Help! Help! Oh, she's also going absolutely ballistic.
Oh god, I love that. You want
I love that they have signs that just go
to
up
know
and down.
what my favorite... Oh yeah, no, this is a great way to handle crowds. I'm always a fan of, you know, 2D, like, cardboard cutout crowds in games. What game was it where that happened and we were like, because there was something. There was something we played recently, and we commented, like we made a note of the fact that the crowd was just 2D, and had like two frames of animation.
Can't recall. Do you remember like anything else about it?
No. Sorry. Oh man, you want to know what one of my favorite instances of clever workarounds to depict large crowds is in Phantom Menace, the pod racer, or the pod race, for the far away shots, like the entire track was modeled, like was actually physically modeled.
I do like you can see some of the racers try to make that crazy jump and die.
Yeah. Just like that.
Yeah.
But for the far away shots where you can see the crowd, they're actually colored toothpicks.
That's actually insane.
No, colored Q-tips.
That's actually insane.
Oh yeah, they had a they basically had a mechanism that would make them go up and down at different rates. So it didn't look all uniform, because if the entire crowd was going up and down at the same rate, that would have been a little weird.
A little obvious.
Yeah, but it was really, really cool.
The trick is you gotta like don't press down all the time,
Oh yeah.
And of course, you gotta not get bumped while you're about to go off the edge.
I was surprised they didn't make a Jak and Daxter racing game.
They did.
I'm surprised they didn't make a Jak and Daxter racing game.
They did. And it's really good, and I'm actually insulted that you pretend it doesn't exist.
Wait, I thought that was the one that was really bad. Oh, shit, which game had like a really, really bad racing spin-off?
Pac-Man, maybe?
No.
Because Jak X is actually really good.
Oh. Sorry, I was making a joke based on the wrong information then.
I mean, it's probably not as popular as, like, the original games, but it's still very well made. Fuck.
You were a little... Oh, you survived.
My top speed is drastically reduced. I don't think I'm winning.
I believe in you. I bet you can't steal the, I bet you can't steal their carts. I love a good pod race. The inspiration... Okay. The inspiration for pod racing in Phantom Menace was chariots?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Ben-Hur's a classic for a reason.
Yeah,
I remember there was like a Ben-Hur remake where like the biggest disappointment was the fact that like the chariot races were like really garbage. Like it's a Ben-Hur remake, and the one thing they failed to do is make the chariot races fun by just doing that thing Hollywood does, where it's like to make things look more actiony. They
they like zoom in and out.
They cut rapidly, so you can't tell what's going on, and they hold really close to the camera.
I hate that.
Yeah. And they don't even have Jesus show up.
The fuck?
What's the point of making
Yeah.
a Ben-Hur remake if you don't even bother putting in good old Jesus boy? Okay. I'm toast. I am not making this.
I believe in you.
Nah, my damage is too great.
Now you've got a pretty solid lead, and they're keeping pace. As long as you don't beef it.
Nah, you can definitely tell they're catching up.
Oh, you had one more lap.
Yeah,
I thought you were on the last lap.
there's 5 laps. I think I can do it. This is a bit more tight now. I just gotta essentially rely on them just beefing it and killing themselves.
Yeah.
Taking
Oh,
my
man.
turns well.
Which game was it where if a racer died, like the placement, like it would go from like 3rd out of 15 to 3rd out of 14,
I thought I could make
or
that
whatever.
jump. I couldn't.
Like the placement actually marked down whenever a racer beefed it.
No idea, but that sounds really cool.
It may have been Twisted Metal. Definitely sounds like a thing Twisted Metal would have done.
Makes sense.
God, I would love to play Twisted Metal Black on the channel.
You probably wouldn't be able to get away with it. I know what content is in that game.
Yeah, Rolling Stones. No,
I mean, fair and accurate.
yeah, I'm more scared of getting a copyright strike from Paint It Black than I am the violence.
Fair enough. Violence can be funny.
Violence
Copyright
can be
law
hilarious.
is never a joke.
Yeah, there are 2 things you don't fuck with: copyright and the IRS. The Joker knows that.
By the way, guess who's trying to fuck with copyright right now?
Oh boy, who?
It begins with A, ends with I, and Tech Bros is the second word.
Yeah. Yeah, no shit.
They basically went to Congress and they're like, please give us a special permission to never have to worry about copyright law again.
Yeah, fuck no. Can you imagine the shit show that would happen if they decided that some people are just, like, if they said out loud that some people are just exempt from the law?
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you something that I saw recently, like a comment that drove me literally up the wall. Because it was because it was like so close to realizing the point, and then completely failed to and then completely ignored it. But it was somebody going like, some people don't have the opportunity cost to be artists, and like reading through, they're like, some people choose to learn different skills instead. And I'm like, that's the point. Art is a medium that is composed of a million different people with different skill sets all getting together. No, art is a collaborative effort of humanity.
Art is part of the process is part of art. Like when you look at a physical carving, hey, you're about to lap someone.
No, they took the jump, but yeah, they took the risky jump. The AI rarely makes it, but sometimes they do. I think they give them like spleens to protect them at times. There we go, fucker! You just pushed me over the edge.
I'm one step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break.
This city gonna provide some challenge, huh?
Hey, I watched your race today. You were pretty amazing out there.
Oh, thanks. Kira, this is Ashlyn. She's just...
Everyone knows who she is.
And Kira's,
A friend. A very good friend.
Thanks for helping out with that tanker, Jack.
Meow.
You saved a lot of lives. I'm not my father, you know. Ever since I was a little girl, I've looked down at the city streets from that ridiculous palace and imagined a better place. By the way,
I can
they're
see
hunting
a better
Watch out for
place,
arrows. I
and
keep
it
protection
must be
from him.
built upon your grave.
She likes you, Jack. Not that I can account for her tastes. I bet you'd love to pin some medals on her chest, huh? What? What'd I say? What did you say, Jack?
I love Dexter.
Yeah.
Wrong vehicle, but I'll take it.
Oh, fuck yeah. Does this thing have weapons?
Pew, 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 pew.
Hell yeah. What if you just kill all of their military force?
They spawn indefinitely.
Damn. Well, Gordon, I believe we have completely wiped out the entire U.S. military.
What's that from?
Oh,
Half-Life.
Half-Life.
Oh, Half-Life.
Yeah, Half-Life VR.
Okay.
It's one of my favorite running jokes in that. Because there's always like a squad of like 2 more military dudes just after. It's like, now I am sure we have wiped them down.
You killed
God.
millions, Gordon, in your path of rampage, alien and human alike. Now nobody will fuck with you. They know better now. Right? Stares at the camera. Right? Everybody knows not to fuck with Gordon. Gordon Half-Life.
Ah yes, Gordon Half-Life.
Half-Life Freeman.
Have you ever watched Freeman's Mind?
Yes. Years ago, as a small child.
I think my favorite is the Modern Major General parody.
That guy still makes videos, by the way.
I'd be disappointed if he didn't.
Well, they're not
Oh.
like Freeman's Mind videos.
Well,
But they're
yeah,
like
no
other,
shit.
Yeah, other genres. He does like Accursed Farms right now, I think, which is basically where he plays kind of garbage, but also really obscure games that nobody's heard of.
Oh man, I love garbage but obscure games.
Anyway, the thing I remember most from Freeman's Mind, and this is gonna drive you up the wall, is there were several videos.
No, I know exactly what you mean because I'm pretty sure that we've talked about this last time we talked about Freeman's Mind. So it was several videos being like Freeman's Mind episode 7. It's just a still screenshot of silence.
No, it was always Paralyzer. That's the thing.
Oh right, Paralyzer. I've absolutely mentioned this before. Last time this was a topic of discussion, but same thing happened to Team 4-Star. There was one channel called Team Fooey Star that would always post like slowed down Nyan Cats, being like Dragon Ball Z Abridged episode 32. It's just slowed down Nyan Cat for like 10 to 20 minutes.
Makes sense. That's a genre of YouTube I miss and don't miss.
Yeah, I mean, I would much rather have that over the fucking AI-generated bullshit. You know, the ones with like text-to-speech voices, and like completely AI-generated images on the screen. Yeah, there's one in particular that that talks about roller coaster accidents, and they get shit wrong so often, and also they seem whatever AI they're using to make the script seems to really fucking hate just roller coasters in general, because you know they'd be like, oh, this is like, oh, 3 people were injured on this roller coaster. It absolutely should have been shut down. But the park didn't learn their lesson. They opened it. They opened the ride back up 7 months later. And like actually looking into the shit, it's like, oh, the people got injured because they went into a place they aren't supposed to. The ride was found to have no. The ride was operating at acceptable safety, and it only closed for 7 months because of seasonal shit or whatever. Or sometimes it didn't even close for that long. It was like, oh, it's actually closed for 7 weeks for cleaning, or whatever the fuck. Cleaning and repairs. It's like there's a channel that does actually cover roller coaster, like, and puts a lot of effort into covering it, who calls out these channels, because some of them just outright steal his content.
Of course, that's what they do. They basically find somebody who makes content, they make the exact same content, but lower quality and faster. And because AI doesn't require, like, actual effort put into it to fact check, do research, etc.
Yeah, no, it just hallucinates.
It hallucinates a problem and then it offers a solution. No wonder the conservatives love it so much.
Yeah, Coaster College is the good channel that puts a lot of effort into covering this shit. They have 2 videos that, let's see, they have 2 videos calling out the AI channel, and the videos are called AI Channels Make Up Ride Accidents Part 1, Theme Park Nonsense, and then Part 2, basically, I definitely recommend watching the videos. I'll send you a link after this.
Okay.
But on top of, calling out the AI channels, they do actually go into what happened on, like, if there were actually accidents involving these rides, Coaster College does actually cover what actually happened instead of what the AI
Hallucinated?
says. Yeah, some of it is outright hallucinations.
It's basically just finding words, slapping them together, and then going, yep, that's a story. It doesn't have to be real.
It's a glorified predictive text.
AI is about as reliable as my grandmother's health when she hallucinates a man feeding a child to a tiger. I've told this story before, right?
Yeah.
She, in the middle of like a random conversation, she broke into tears and started crying. And it's like, what's wrong? That man, I saw him feed a child to a tiger. He lifted her up over the guardrails and threw her down. It was awful.
Yeah, you told me that story when we were heading to Ian's birthday party at your uncle's place. Because you wanted to prepare me for how
bad it gets.
Yeah, her dementia.
She's in a home right now, because it really is just at a point where she can't take care of herself at all.
God, I really genuinely hope I die before I get like that.
Currently, her son visits her every day, and every day she stares at him and goes, "I've been here for years. Get me out of here." And he's like, "It's only been like a month." But yeah, it is really bad.
Yeah, my great aunt had dementia, and like it was really rough to watch on the. It was either Thanksgiving or Christmas was the last time I saw her.
Oh, side note. For the remaster, I'll say this. For all of its weirdness, it loads so much faster.
That's good. Can you imagine a remaster having worse load times?
Yeah. Tell us, which remaster was it?
It was the, I think it was the Last of Us remaster. Had really awful load times.
Mm. The fact they made like a remaster of The Last of Us, and we're like, it's The Last of Us Part 1. It's the exact same game.
Yeah, even the side-by-sides, I cannot tell the difference. And the reason why they're doing that is because, you know, they spent so much money on The Last of Us that that despite being one of Sony's biggest successes, they did not make a whole lot of money. They barely covered the cost to make the game in the first place. And remasters are significantly cheaper to make than new games.
Part of the issue is that, so with The Last of Us, what was going on for a while was Sony had the Naughty Dog working on The Last of Us live service game. And reportedly it was very well made. The problem is, nobody at Naughty Dog really wanted to commit to a live service because they wanted to, you know, actually make games and not just constantly update one game.
Yeah, no, I feel sorry for the people at Naughty Dog.
So what was going on was they're basically stuck by Sony to work on a live service game of The Last of Us. So in the meantime, Bluepoint, I believe, was making a remaster of The Last of Us. But Neil Druckmann wasn't happy about how it was turning out for some reason. So he demanded to be brought to Naughty Dog, because The Last of Us is pretty much his baby, and he wants to be a movie director. More than a game director at times, I feel. So yeah, that's kind of the issue with that. Basically, they had to pump it out to keep the lights on while they were working on a game that was never actually going to come out.
Those eco wells the Baron had us drill? It seems he never intended to pipe them into the city grid. It doesn't make any sense. You know, open eco wells will attract more metalheads. You've got to close them off. Now, these plasmite bombs should do the trick. Drop one into each well, and the blast will do the rest. Hey, be careful with that. Plasmite, huh? Cool. How does it work? Ah! I believe this is yours. Hey, not my problem anymore.
Hot potato.
No, really, I insist. You're the hero. No, Jack's the hero. Oops. Sorry. My bad. Great! Now you've armed the whole lot. Don't move. On second thought, move! Far away! Go through the portal and drop one bomb into each eco well before they all go off. You only have 2 minutes!
Okay, I really like the, that the time limit is diegetic.
Yeah, I just need to remember where all of these stupid things are.
I assume it's the big glowy thing.
Yeah, but you can't. But some of them are in like really weird places.
That's one well down. 5 to go.
Like it can be a little tricky to find.
Oh, like the
Yeah, if you don't know where they all are, it's pretty tight. So lots
I mean, I know where one is. There's one on the
There we go.
Okay. And then after that, there's one that's like to the right and up the mountain. See that one?
Yeah, I'm seeing them. It's the ones that are like shooting electricity out.
Yeah.
That's the 4th well.
There was an egg.
Yeah, I see it, but I can't stop to go get it.
Can't stop, won't stop.
You got the fifth well! Only one to go! 30 seconds left. Then we go boom!
Your confidence is refreshing, Daxter.
He's probably saying that because he's in the blast radius if you don't make it.
Well, I got this. Boom! First go! That makes up for all my dying in the first mission.
Allegedly.
No, it does.
Thank goodness you blew up those wells. I sure don't want any more metalheads coming around here. Good work, boys. I owe you one.
Yeah. Those things give me the creeps.
What a brain wreck. Vin sure is scared of metalheads.
And for good reason. I've seen what metalheads do when they take a city. The destruction, the killing, the devouring. The Baron's scheming will only result.
God, I cannot stop looking at the fact that he cannot grow a beard. That's all sideburns.
Before it's too late. I am happy to say that you and your sidekick are causing quite a stir in our fight against the Baron.
You hear that, Jack? You're the sidekick. Hey, Wise and Whiskered, you, got something itching under your robes? They have ointment for that, you know.
It's just my aching bones. We have word the Baron is sending one of his large tanker ships out to the drill platform to pick up a load of ill-gotten eco. Go out to the drill platform through the warp gate and knock out that ship. The Shadow will send a team from the underground to pick up the eco later. Keep up the good work. We're counting on you.
That's a bit suspicious.
Yeah. No, there's nothing suspicious about that.
Fair enough.
Killer bees were created in an attempt to breed tamer, more manageable bees.
Alright, so this is one of my favorites. Oh, got the controls are inverted. When I was a kid, I played this very section during New Year's. My dad wasn't happy. He's like, "Why aren't you watching the ball drop?" And I'm like, "Because I don't care about the ball drop." You know? Like, I want to say it's midnight, but I don't care about the ball drop, you know?
Yeah.
I hope they don't spawn forever, because they're waiting for me to blow up a gate or something.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's there is a number. Okay.
Oh yeah, it's on the right side. It's sort of blended with everything. You know when you get like so much tunnel vision that you sort of ignore the HUD of something?
True. I'm doing great, and I swear I'm still getting my butt kicked.
You know what? I think they should give Daxter a gun.
They gave him something better, actually.
Really? Is
Ye-
it a knife?
They gave him a fly swatter.
Boo.
You know, and chemical warfare.
I guess.
Daxter is actually a very good game.
You want to play on the channel?
Maybe. My one issue with Daxter, despite it being a good game, is the fact that its story is kind of a nothing burger. That's because, how to describe the plot of Daxter? You know those portable games where it's like, it has a story, but the story only happens in like the last half?
Oh, like God of War Ascension.
You're thinking about Chains of Olympus.
I am thinking about Chains of Olympus.
But yeah, basically they have to split the story up a bunch because it's like somebody might be playing this on the go and they won't be playing it when they'll be playing it in chunks. They won't be playing it all at once. So obviously the story needs to be split up.
Yeah.
And I get that, but at the same time it's a bit, you know, kind of.
I'm glad that mindset has sort of like faded out of the social consciousness with handhelds being much more powerful and you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get
like
you.
between the Switch and the Steam Deck.
I think I got it.
I still need to get a Steam Deck. I'm planning on getting one probably in 2 months.
I'm a bit more interested in the Switch too, to be honest.
I mean, I'm gonna get both.
Fair enough. I did it. First go. Oh no, is there another go? Oh, part 3? Oh, I thought I took it out. I have to do it again.
It just fades to black and suddenly the opening cutscene for Jak 3 starts.
We could do that. I got Jak 3 in this collection.
I know. We probably should not jump straight from Jak 2 to Jak 3 though.
We can make up plot points. Oh, I'm so amazing that Daxter ate Crew. He was fat for weeks.
It started out with Crew eating Daxter, but then Daxter popped out of his chest like a goddamn xenomorph.
And then Spyro showed up and Crash Bandicoot, and they were like, Jak, you have to defeat the Metalhead leader. It was actually the Shadow all along.
and then Crash Bandicoot comes up and says, "Whoa, your girlfriend sounds like my sister." Look, I was in the middle of the joke when I remembered that Crash is non-verbal and also Australian.
Oh no, you've never watched the Skylanders Academy, did you?
Oh, fuck no, I have standards.
Oh, no, it was good. Skylanders Academy was decent. It was,
I'm teasing.
Okay. People don't get it, but Skylanders Academy was actually very well made.
Yeah, no, it's the same thing it's in the same kind of ballpark as Sonic Boom, where it's really fucking good as a show and horrible as a game.
Yeah, I actually played one of the Skylander games, and I thought it was okay. My main thought about Skylanders is the main issue is that it's super expensive.
Yeah.
It's super expensive. The games can be as well made as they want, and they usually are very well made. The problem is it's like you're never gonna play all of it. Because
On the topic of those kinds of games, I do have Lego Dimensions and everything that comes with it.
Dang, everything really?
Well, no, like, not, I mean, everything that came with it, like, on a base level, not like any of the extra shit.
Okay.
But I do have. God, I cannot believe I lost a friendship because of. I lost a friendship because of Lego Dimensions.
What happened?
You were there. It was in the coop.
I want you
I don't
to know
remember.
that I have no memories pertaining to that period of time. I was probably on like 0 drugs, but like the high of like autism.
Yeah. So I had just gotten Lego Dimensions and I was playing it, and I was talking about it in the coop, being like, "Hey, it's actually surprisingly a pretty solid game. I'm enjoying it a lot." And then one of the people in the coop was like, "I'm never gonna play Lego Dimensions. The trailer makes me so angry. How dare they put Simpsons in Portal?" I'm like, I mean, just don't fucking buy the Simpsons Lego amiibos or whatever the fuck they are. And
The
like, no,
Simpsons
but
portals.
the Simpsons is, they put Simpsons in Aperture Science, and those two things should never interact. I'm like, I've played the game. That's literally just a like 2-second bit where Homer just comes in like a wrecking ball to destroy a support and then goes back because Simpsons movie. He's just the wrecking ball that has Homer on it just comes and breaks a support and then goes back through the portal. And it's like, they still shouldn't have done it, and blah blah blah. And it just turned into a big fucking fight. I don't even.
As I said, I actually have one of the Skylander games. I could actually like play that for the channel sometime. Just like a level or something. I don't know. It would be like a fun little like just
I mean,
like first person look at it.
It uses the same technology as Amiibos, I believe. So you could probably buy some flashcards to spoof it, like you can with Amiibos.
Maybe. There probably is something like that out there. Yeah. I mean, I already have some of the statuettes. Some of them were pretty cool, so I got them anyway.
Yeah, I know you showed me a lot of them, and you had the
The Crash Bandicoot and Cortex ones, yes.
yeah, and oh god, I think you had like a spiral one that you like
The bird brain and I were
put
just talking about
on my
that.
head when I was
Conan is
sleeping on your
very proud of
couch.
what you did.
Yeah, good old Spyro.
It's all the same. Will you stop with the deja voodoo stuff? It's creepy.
Onan says you must find the Tomb of Mar.
Even now, Baron Praxis seeks the tomb, but only the one true heir of Mar can open the tomb's seal.
Ooh, reading story.
The kid is the
Oh, that's absolutely the kid who's definitely not Jack from the
He
past.
alone must circumvent the cunning test of Mantle.
Oh, this
He
is the
alone
future.
Must wield the precursor stone,
Allegedly.
thereby unleashing the... Jeez Louise, fossil lady! Stop with this snooty mythic talk already, huh? You know that it hurts my lips.
Why is Mars' tomb so important?
The fabled precursor stone is rumored to sleep within the tomb.
I
stupid.
love how Dexter gave the side eye. He does not want to deal with precursor bullshit.
Can be used for great good or great evil. I just love saying that last part.
The Baron wants the precursor stone.
I
for
like that
himself
Monkey
to
Parrot's
rule the
design.
world, but
Pecker,
he is
yeah.
playing with forces
He's a bit of
he
a
does
dick.
not understand.
Okay, Pecker.
I mean,
how
so
do I
is
get this
Dexter.
Precursor stone.
First, you must go to the dig and find the Lurker Totem. Onan and I have learned that a piece to the seal of Mar is contained within its ancient carvings. You must find all 3 pieces of the seal to open Mar's gate into the canyon.
Patrolling Sector 9.
We're like an hour 15 in. You want to aim for 2 hours, or you?
No, we did kind of start late.
I mean, I was just finishing up dinner. That's
Yeah, you
fair
lost
enough.
track of time because of daylight savings.
True. And then we had to wait for a controller to charge a bit. And then you took the world's longest pill. I'm being facetious.
I know.
Serve your city. Blah, 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 blah. It's me, Baron Praxis. Jack's a big fat poopy head. He should jump into the river and stop swimming and sink. That's what he should do. Ah, it's me, Baron Praxis, speaking to you on the city TV system.
Yeah.
I like how they let me use their, like, transport services. Like, that's not a bus. That's, like, literally a Crimson Guard, like, transit shuttle. That has a driver. Imagine being the driver for that and having to explain to your boss why you're letting a wanted criminal go back and forth through your tunnels all the time. Yeah, boss, it just came over and he was like, I just need to get on and go to some mines. And then I let him, and then all the guys at the mines died, and I was like, ooh, that's weird. And then he came back later, and he's like, I need to go back into the mines again. And I'm like, oh, there's metalheads now, and then all the metalheads are dead. I can't tell you what's up, boss. It's so weird, boss. I don't know what's going on. If you're asking me, something's weird about that guy with the blonde hair who keeps trying to use the transit system. I don't even think he works for us. What up? You're coming in really loud on the breathometer.
Oh, sorry. I was laughing. I was trying to stifle the laughter.
You know, boss, I had a great idea. What if we take this guy who keeps murdering everybody and we give him a job up? Maybe he's actually helping us sometimes, you know? I don't know, maybe we give him this Baron Praxis fella. He'll stop killing people. What do you mean Baron Praxis is our boss? He ain't my boss. Good old lurker tech in the background.
Yeah.
You can see the balloons. What's like a game you can think of where like the solution would have literally been like just to make a job offer? Or a movie. Either or.
Watch_dogs. Like,
I can believe that.
If the guy didn't kill the main character's daughter,
nephew, I think,
or niece, it was definitely a girl.
Okay.
But if he didn't kill the main character's family, because the whole reason why he put out a hit on the main character is because he thought, because when the main character did a virtual heist in a hotel, the main antagonist thought he got he stole a video of him killing someone that was being used as blackmail, or if someone being killed. It basically thought it stole some blackmail, when in reality the guy just stole money from the casino.
I love it when like the bad guy makes their own problems by like wildly hallucinating a problem.
Well, I mean, I can. It was a really successful heist, clearly done by professionals, and the main character thought it was about him. It was his ego. Like, he was like, his basic thought process was, there was a massive hack here while I was here with my blackmail. They might have my blackmail. I should get rid of them.
Fair.
Like, it's far. I mean, it's not exactly the best train of logic, but it's also far from the worst time a villain has set upon their own destruction by making a stupid choice. I think my favorite instance of that kind of thing is John Wick, which I still need to see.
John Wick is really good.
I know, I've been meaning to see it, but I haven't. Like, I've been trying for, like, since November. Every time I sit down and plan. Oh.
I literally just could not find those last two. Maybe they're down here? Maybe that's what I'm missing.
The, have you seen, the note on John Wick on the website, Does the Dog Die?
Oh, what is it?
It's something along the lines of, yes, a dog dies, but the people who kill him and everyone that the people who kill the dog, or the person who kills the dog and everyone he ever known dies as a result.
Fair enough. You know, movie I need to watch. Damn it! I thought that was actually something I could jump on. Dave Patel recently came out with a new movie that he directed called Monkey Man. That looks
I found it. Yes, the dog dies, and it's terrible, but John Wick spends the rest of the movie deliberately, ingloriously, and violently avenging the dog.
Fair enough. I need to see Monkey Man. I've heard good things about that.
Monkey Man?
It's a movie directed by Dave Patel, Zuko from the live-action Avatar movie.
Oh, Slumdog Millionaire?
Yes.
To be honest, that's the thing I remember him from.
That's
and to be fair, it is much better than live-action Avatar.
My uncle saw that back before it was like a major success, so he was like, I was one of the first people to see that. Anyway, yeah, so Dave Patel directed and starred in a movie about a guy whose family is killed and seeks revenge, so he dedicates his entire life to learning Kung Fu. And apparently it's really, really good. And I actually do want to see it sometime. If only because I think Dev Patel is actually a really good actor.
Oh, definitely. The live action Avatar is just really, really badly written and directed.
Have you seen The Man Who Knew Infinity?
I've never heard of that.
I swear I've talked about it before, but the basic premise is that it follows Ramanujan, an actual person who existed, who is who's a brilliant mathematician in India, who sends letters to the British Academy. I don't remember which one. Forgive me. It's been a few years since I saw the movie. And basically, he's like, here's my theses and whatnot. And this is like the 1914s, like right before the First World War. So the British Academy is like really, really racist at the time. So they kind of don't want to give him a chance. But one of the scientists or mathematicians is like, these are some of the best proofs I've seen in my entire life. They're genius. If we can nurture this, we'll understand everything. And it's a little bit of an exaggeration, but it's a good movie. Following the life of a somewhat lesser known famous mathematician who whose proofs we still use today because of just how important his calculations were.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, he died young. That's the real tragedy of it. He lived in an area of India where medical care wasn't really available, and he ended up dying because he wasn't getting the health care he needed. So it's actually pretty tragic, on top of being a really good movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, we still do use Ramanujan's calculations for studying black holes. It's really neat. And I love that. I love that we still use this stuff that this guy came up with. It's a very good movie. It's got a lot of really good actors like Jeremy Irons, Dev Patel, that one British guy who's been in like everything, but he's like really short, so he's always in like side roles.
Yeah.
You know the guy I'm talking about, right?
No, not really.
He was Zola in the Captain America movies.
Oh. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. Great actor, him, too. Just great actors all around in that movie. I don't know. I just love stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, no, it's... trying to think of... I'm trying to think of what movie I'd say is, like... one that's, like... You know what I think is a really great movie, and the people in it seem to have a really, really good time, like a lot of enjoyment in making it.
Oh.
Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think, there's like a new John Wick-esque movie with that actor.
Oh yeah, the
Wayman. Who
yeah,
called Love Hurts or something.
I hope so. His action scenes all of Wayman's scenes were great. Like he was really he was the heart of the movie.
Well, Love Hurts apparently isn't all that good, but he's probably the best part of that. I think like the main criticism I hear here is like it's a little contrived and it's really trying to force itself to be like a Valentine's movie, but with John Wick. So you might enjoy it. I don't know.
Well, probably.
As I said, I've only heard like people say it's not that good.
Oh,
But
I'll look into it.
I think that's inevitable when it's like a movie that's like trying to tie itself to a particular holiday.
I guess. You know which one I think, what holiday movie I think is really fucking
No.
good?
Sorry.
It's good in a stupid way.
It's just
Which one? It's called Thanksgiving.
Mmm.
It starts off as a one of those, like a cheesy slasher film. Like the entire premise is kind of silly, but by the end, like I found myself really invested in the mystery of who is the killer.
Speaking of, that's an Eli Roth film, right?
I think. Let me double check. Thanksgiving 2023. Yes, that is Eli Roth.
You know what else he directed?
What?
The Borderlands movie.
Oh.
Okay, that one's probably not so much his fault. He was told to make it R-rated because they wanted to make it like an R-rated movie originally. And then the studio executives were like, actually, we've changed our minds. It's a PG-13 now.
To be fair, Eli Roth does have some fantastic movies under his belt, like Inglourious Bastards.
He directed that one?
I think so.
Oh, that's Quentin Tarantino.
Wait, I thought he...
Inglourious Bastards is Quentin Tarantino.
Oh no, he was he was in Inglourious Bastards.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, no, you're right. Look, it's late and I am tired.
Fair enough. We're gonna finish this mission, then we're gonna call it.
God. Inglourious Bastards. Anytime someone says bingo, all I think of is like, that's a bingo. God, I should watch that again. It's such a good film.
I've only seen it once and I didn't finish it. If only because like I had family stuff going on.
Fair. Oh God. So you heard about that autism movie came out, right?
I saw trailers of it. Which one is it?
I don't
There's
remember
like
it.
an autism movie every single year at this point.
Yeah, well the thing is, no surprise, but the concerns that me and Plush both had, where the movie was really just going to be, oh, the poor father having to deal with having a kid with autism. Yeah, that's exactly what the movie is about is just about how how bad the father has it. Like at one point they send the kid to a mental hospital because they fucked up the kid's medication and the kid had a meltdown because he wasn't properly medicated. So they send him to a mental hospital, and it's framed as, oh, these poor parents having to do tough choice. And this is a thing that actually happened. This is actually based on a true story. And the father, or the parents, are both horrible, both in the movie and in real life.
Quick
I
question.
didn't watch it. I watched someone else who did watch it and broke it down.
Quick question. Does the kid die at the end?
No.
Okay. Because, like, I usually think about it and I'm like, is this one of those movies where, like, the parents got their kid killed and they wrote a movie to change history, to be like, no, we tried our best. The kid was always going to die or something.
Oh no, apparently the movie is exactly what the movie is based off the blog that the father ran, and it's fairly accurate, and they didn't, and it's one of those things where the person who, like, the father, the actual IRL father, clearly did not understand that he is a monster, you know.
He's the bad guy.
Yeah, he doesn't realize it. The movie frames him as being the victim of having an autistic kid or whatever. Like, paints him as being sympathetic, even though...
That's funny.
That is funny. The Daxter thing, I mean.
He sends Shaq up there and he still gets hurt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's just really bad, and exactly what... Apparently it's worse. It's worse than that autism movie that came out in 2020.
Why can't we get autism movies like Rain Man?
Every time you say Rain Man, I think of Rainmaker. Have you seen Rainmaker?
No.
You
I know
should,
about Rainmaker Studios, the ones who made the Ratchet and Clank movie and all those Barbie movies.
No, Rain Man is one about a lawyer fresh out of college who... What? Rainmaker.
Yeah,
Sorry. God damn it, you got me confused now. No, okay. Rainmaker is about a lawyer fresh out of college who has to basically defend a cancer patient against the insurance company denying his treatment. Because, you know, the insurance company is trying to do the thing where they just delay, and hope the person dies.
Out of curiosity, what year did that come out?
2003, 2004?
God, we really haven't changed as a society.
Oh no, I was off. I was way off.
Forward or backwards?
1997.
Oh. Okay, so we really haven't changed.
Yeah, no.
We've just been watching.
We've just automated the process.
Really, what's going on is the reason we probably hear less about health insurance killing people is because the health insurance companies are spending some of their billions to make movies about how great health insurance is. Anyway,
there are two movies I recommend to get people to be angry at healthcare companies or health insurance companies. That is Rainmaker and Robots.
All right, so that's what we're gonna call it for the night.
Hell yeah,
Robots is actually pretty good.
It is. Yeah, no, it's really good, and it's very much a criticism of the health insurance industry.
True.
You know, if people can't afford to keep up, then they die.
Yeah, pretty much. So let's do our sign off.
All right, thank you for watching. There's plenty.
Guns.
there's plenty of other stuff on the channel that you can check out. I am playing Mario Brothership and Sonic 06. I also have a D&D podcast called World of Tapir. And also on the channel, maybe, is a Minecraft Let's Play that I'm doing with Biddy, where we're playing, we are playing Project Sacrifice. I was streaming it on Twitch, and so I might just upload the VOD. But yeah, I'm trying to get back into Twitch streaming. Anywho, comment challenge of the day. I don't know, just talk about some movies you like.
Alright.
Yeah. Well, with that out of the way, there's no left to say but good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.